dare you?
Mm-hmm. All right, Marcus. I think I'm hearing some sort of music on only social media platforms because we can't do this on YouTube. But you hear it? Oh, yes, I do. It is round 3 of the AEW Draft. And wow, what a previous set of drafts we have. Marcus, we had a poll that you've been requesting for a couple weeks now. And finally, my design skills and my polling skills finally met. The stars aligned, and then I presented this to the massive audience of WrestleZone Twitter, and the poll results, they happened, and the people have spoken. Marcus, what were the results of so far?
Well, Dominic, so far I'm kicking your ass.
Did you have the numbers up there?
I don't have them pulled up, but I last we checked, I believe I was at 70 and you were at something like 29, so you didn't even make it to 30, even though I only had 70.
Well, see, I think something that we really need to factor in is that Twitter only takes up 20% of the population of the world. So, and a lot of the time people bitch and moan on Twitter, and there's a lot of that negativity going on. And I feel negativity leads to blindness and cloudiness. So therefore,
I'm really not interested in your excuses right now,
this
Dominic.
Is not
you
excuse.
lost.
I'm just Marcus, as a media person, I feel it's my obligation to tell you what is going on here exactly. And not everything might be up to snuff, so to speak.
Well, Dominic, you lost. You're losing the draft.
That's like your opinion, man, and that's like maybe some of Twitter's opinion. That's not Wrestling World's opinion. I think I'm in a very good spot right now. But guess what, Marcus? This week you get to pick first. So,
and I think this is going to be almost like a nail in the coffin week for you, Dominic, because things are about to be not great for you over there. Because you came out last week. You had a pretty good week. You came out and
I think I won last week. I mean, let's not. I think I.
Who were your picks last week?
So I started off with MJF, then I picked Sting, and then I closed out with the Young Bucks.
I mean, MJF, the Young Bucks, the big stars. You did steal one from me with Sting, a legacy talent. But, Dominic, you left a little something on the table.
Who was yours again in that second round?
I don't remember. I don't have it pulled up right now.
Well, how about that, then? I'll help you. I'll help you a little bit. It was FTR was your first one. Second one, who was it?
I know I got Serena Deeb. Who else did I get? Oh, I got Darby Allin and Serena Deeb.
So
yeah, did really well. But Dominic, it irked me. It irked me that you got Sting last week. You got a great legacy talent. So I'm taking another legacy talent from my roster. Dominic, my first pick this time around is going to be the natural Dustin Rhodes.
It stings. It stings to hear that. And no pun intended. But yes, it stings. Dustin's one of my favorite wrestlers. And obviously I would love to have him on my team. That's that's a tough one. But I don't think you put the nail in the coffin, my friend. I feel that I have a lot of juice left in me and a lot of juice to give. Freshly squeezed juice, let's say. So therefore, I am going with the Enigma. And somebody, once a live crowd gets back, is going to be super duper over and already has been an established star. I am going with Orange Cassidy, my friend.
Well, Dominic, I almost took Orange Cassidy just because I knew that he was going to be on your short list.
Marcus, I was super concerned you were going to do that.
I almost, you know how I feel about Orange Cassidy. I'm not as big a fan of him as you are, but I almost took him just to keep him away from you. But
Marcus, you would have got a stone cold motherfucker out of me if you drafted him.
But I'm glad that I got Dustin. And also, you taking Orange Cassidy, I got to say, it opened the door. Open that door.
Here's the door. It's right here again. I think I'm hearing something.
Wide open. I couldn't be more thrilled to add this man to my roster. He is the best promo in professional wrestling today. I'm taking Eddie Kingston.
Damn it. Damn.
Yes.
Damn. Son of a bitch.
right, Dominic. Eddie Kingston is my second selection this week.
Well, very upsetting because he was very likely my next pick. So, but you know what? That leaves. I hear another door creaking open, and I'm seeing two guys walk into my team, and I'm welcoming them with open arms. Open arms. They tend to be men of the streets, as well as an established tag team that has plenty of upswing that I think we have yet to see in AEW still. I'm going with people that you would love Eddie Kingston to pair up with. I'm going with Santana and Ortiz for my second tag team of the AEW draft.
Not bad at all. I think they have a high ceiling that they haven't quite realized yet. So it's a good selection. And Dominic, I've got one final selection for this week, and I'm pretty happy I landed this guy as well because I am a big fan of his. He reminds me of quite a few people. Probably nobody more than the Dynamite Kid, just based on his in-ring abilities. You know exactly who I'm taking, Dominic. It's the Bastard.
Fuck! Damn it!
Suck on that, Dominic.
Oh, that's all right. All right, then. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I have the next two picks. This is the last pick for this week. So, my options are still here. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to take add somebody who's hasn't been drafted, but probably should have been drafted at this point. I'm going to go with another woman in the women's division and take
a woman
and take the Doctors in Pittsburgh's very own. I am taking Britt Baker.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good selection. Certainly a good selection with Britt Baker. Can't argue it. But I got to say, Dominic, I think that I won this round.
I don't know. Subject to opinion. And, let's be honest here. If we're just going by Twitter, Reddit, any of these platforms, I don't think you can really convey that. I don't think there's would Harley Race have Twitter, Marcus? No, I don't think he would. Would Stan Hansen have Twitter? No, none of these people. Marcus, Terry Funk is on Twitter, but Terry Funk isn't tweeting, okay?
Dominic, do you know, have you ever heard of a control group?
Yes, I've heard of that. Of course, Marcus, I am a mass media journalist major, okay? I'm well aware of control groups, focus groups. I'm fucking aware of the Orson Welles, the whatever that shit was called.
Well, that's what Twitter is acting as here, Dominic. It's a small group of people acting as the whole of people. A small group of people representing the whole of people. Just like it is with Nielsen ratings, just like it is with a focus group. And that's what we're getting here. So the focus group is saying, I'm kicking your ass.
I think you're fucked. Ultimately, Marcus, you're fucked. Listen,
let's find out. Post this week as a poll. Just the week as a standalone.
Just this week, we can do it. I'm totally fine with that.
And let's see who had a better week.
Okay, don't sing it. Bring it. You're all bluff. No fucking stuff, okay? Do your Larry Zbyszko salute to your figures back there, and then get your ass a stepping.